What an absolute ridiculous ball game at Camden Yard last night. It was insane. And the Blue Jays find a way to come away with the 11-10 victory. They have now won 3 straight games. They have now won 3 straight series. And the Blue Jays are 6-4 in their last 10. They're 61-91 on the year. Yeah, still 30 games under 500. But they're playing a lot better lately. And their last 3 series wins, all against American League East opponents. And that is really nice to see if you're a Blue Jay fan. Looking forward. Now let's get to this ball game because there is a ton to get to. First things first. A very rough first inning for Clay Buchholz as he gave up 2 runs in the first inning. Not very good. Jays are down 2-0 early. And then in the top of the second inning, where are we here? I'm going to find it. Rowdy Tellez walks, then Brandon Drury strikes out. Then Derek Fisher walks, and I'm like, hey, there's 2 on and 1 out here. Let's get some damage going here. Then Bo Bichette singles to left field. Rowdy comes in to score, and it was a 2-1 ball game. We're right back into it. And Trey Mancini hit the 2-run double, and it's 4-1. Orioles there in the bottom of the second inning. Then the bottom of the fourth, they score a 3-spot. And it's not very good. It's a 7-1 deficit for the Blue Jays. Things are not looking too good here. But then in the top of the sixth inning, the Blue Jays continuing to chip away at them. Rowdy Tellez singles to center field. Then Brandon Drury singles to center field as well. And then a couple batters later, Alford strikes out. Then Bo Bichette singles to left field again. Rowdy comes in. It's 7-2. I mean, you're in the 6th inning, so a long way to go for that. But let's go to the next inning, the top of the 7th inning. Vladdy leads off with a single. Then Reese McGuire walks, and Vladdy's up to second. Then Teoscar Hernandez comes in and gets a 3-1 pitch and crushes it deep and gone for Teoscar Hernandez. 3-run bomb, and that 7-2 deficit, it's now 7-5. The Jays are right back in this ball game here. It's a 7-5 game. But that's all they could do in that inning. And, usually when you get back into the ball game, you want to put up zeros the next inning. Problem, in the bottom of the 7th, Stewart hits a sacrifice fly. Hayes comes in the next inning, in the 8th inning, Trey Mancini hits a sacrifice fly. And like that, it's a 9-5 Jays deficit. So things not looking good here. Down by 4 in the top of the 9th inning. That usually never goes well. And then Teoscar Hernandez strikes out to lead off the inning. Well, things aren't looking too good here. And Rowdy Tellez walks. Hey, attaboy Rowdy. And then Richard Urania singles to center field. Rowdy up to second. It was a little blooper. Okay. 2 on. His tying run still on deck, though. And then Billy McKinney then walks. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Tying run is at the plate now, which is Bo Bichette. And Bichette strikes out. Now there's 2 out for Kevin Biggio. Well, some heroics from him might be nice. All right, he gets a single. Okay, base is still loaded now. You're down by 3. The go-ahead run is now at the plate, and it is Randal Grichuk. Down by... This moment is what you dream of as a kid. Bases loaded. 2 out. You're down by 3. All the runs mean everything, and Randal Grichuk, oh my goodness, he gets a fastball on the inner half from Michael Givens, and he crushes it deep and gone. Grand slam for Randal Grichuk, and the Blue Jays are in front. It's now 10-9. What an incredible home run. What an incredible 30th home run for Randal Grichuk to put the Blue Jays up 10-9. And they did not stop there. After the Grichuk home run, Vladdy gets on second base with an error from Martin, but ends up leaving the ball game, which is interesting. Jonathan Davis comes in to pinch run for him. There's a rib injury. Hopefully it's not so serious for Vladdy. I'm hoping he's able to finish off the season with the team, but we'll have to see. I don't know the details on that, so I don't know. All I know is that he left the game yesterday with a rib injury, and Davis pinch runs. Then they bring in Klein to pitch for them, and then Reese McGuire doubles down the first base line. Davis comes in, McGuire up to second, and the Blue Jays add on another one. It's now 11-9, which ends up being the game-winning run because Derek Law comes out in the next inning, save opportunity because Giles pitched the day before. And literally, Derek Lott has everything like pulling our hair out, but finds a way to get the win and get the ball game over with. Blue Jays win 11-10. Literally, the Orioles had the bases loaded with 2 out in the bottom of the 9th inning with Trey Mancini at the dish, the guy who's crushed the Blue Jays in every game, and he grounds out to Cavan Biggio to end it. What an insane ball game. This Jays team does not quit. And I don't know what's going on with this lighting, people. I'll have to figure this thing out. But what an insane job by this Blue Jays team. You are starting to see this team transition into a much better ball club. The fact that you won the series against the Red Sox and ended their double streak by shutting them out 8-0. The fact that you won 2 of 3 against the Yankees, grinded those 2 out, but you won 2 games against the Yankees. And the fact that you've come into Baltimore and you've won 2 straight games, you have a chance to sweep there this evening. I get it. It's Baltimore. I get that. Did you know, coming into this series, the Jays had a sub-500 record against the Orioles this year? So the fact that they've won 2 straight games, you're starting to feel some mojo, and this team is really starting to look good. Now, is this just a nice stretch? I don't know. I want to see this team go into the Bronx. I think it's the next series they go to the Yankees. Yeah, exactly. And that's a point where I want to see this team really take fold. If they can go into New York, maybe not win 2 of 3 or 3 of 3, but if they can go in there and even get a game out of it and then grind the other 2, it's just going to show you the process and the way it's going right now for the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, now, let's get through the stats because there is a lot of stats to get to. First off, the Jays had 11 runs on 15 hits. They also walked 9 times in the ballgame. Great job by the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette leads the ballgame, 3 for 6 with a couple RBIs. Great to see for him. A couple of RBI singles for him. Cavan Biggio goes 2 for 6 with an RBI and a run scored. By the way, Bo Bichette's hitting .316 on the year. Cavan Biggio with a couple hits today. He's now hitting .232. Not too long ago, this guy was flirting with 200, and now he's up over 230. It's great to see for Cavan Biggio. Randal Grichuk goes 1 for 5. However, that was a pretty damn good 1 for as he gets the Grand Slam. 4 RBIs for Grichuk, his 30th home run of the year. And with those 4 RBIs, he now has 80 RBIs on the year, guys. He's scored 71 runs. He has 80 RBIs. He's got 30 home runs, 27 doubles. I know the batting average probably isn't where we all want it to be for Randal Grichuk, but my goodness, the production is there, and I'm loving what we're seeing from Grich this year. Vladdy goes 2 for 6 in the ball game. Like we talked about, though, he unfortunately left late in the ball game with that injury. Hopefully it's not too serious. And Reese McGuire, this guy continues to hit. I don't know where this guy has found his stick. That didn't sound too good, but you guys know what I mean. He went 3 for 4 with an RBI, a run scored, and walked twice. Reese McGuire is playing ridiculous. With the 3 for 4 ball game, he's hitting .325 with a .372 on base percentage. He has done an incredible job as Reese McGuire. You know, his stats this season is incredible. Only in 24 games, however, but he's hitting .325. He's got 5 home runs, 6 doubles, 11 runs scored, 10 RBIs. He's only stricken out 14 times in 24 games, and he has 6 walks. He's been impressing me like crazy, and I love what we've been seeing from Reese McGuire. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 6 in the ball game. However, like Randal Grichuk, a very good 1 for. He had a 3-run shot to get the Jays back in the ball game at one point. And with that home run, that is home run number 23 for Teoscar Hernandez. RBIs number 58 for Teo. He still has 147 strikeouts. That is insane, that number for Teoscar. Rowdy Tellez had a great ball game, 1 for 2. He walked 3 times and came around to score 3 times. Great to see for him. Brandon Drury 1 for 4 in the ball game. Rich Urania came in for 1 at bat, gets a blooper single, and scores. So he goes 1 for 1 in the ball game. And in his short time as a Blue Jay this year, he's at .278. Good to see for Richard Urania. 0 for 1 for Derek Fisher. By the way, did you see that catch by Derek Fisher climbing the wall? Remember, I was banging into the wall and making the catch, but this guy couldn't make a routine play, but he can make that. If that guy can make routine plays, then I'm okay. But it's that stuff that's just been killing us. What a catch, though, by Derek Fisher there in left field. An amazing job there. Billy McKinney goes 0 for 0 with 2 walks and scores a run. Great job by him. Now, pitching-wise, Clay Buchholz, like I said off the top, was not very good. 3 2/3, 10 hits, 7 runs. All 7 were earned, struck out 4. Wasn't very good, Clay Buchholz, gotta say. Thomas Pannone, I gotta say, in my opinion, Thomas Pannone's a guy you have coming out of the bullpen. He went an inning in the third, gave up 2 hits, did not allow a run, didn't walk a batter, and struck out 2. ERA has dropped to 6.07. And Luis, I don't know why I was saying Luis. Elvis Luciano, there we go. Went a clean inning, no hits, no walks, and a strikeout. Great to see for Luciano. Since he's been back with the team, he's been back for 2 outings. And the thing I love about that, he has not walked a batter. That was his Achilles heel beforehand, and he has not walked a batter. He didn't give up a run against the Yankees. He did not give up a run against the Orioles, so he's had back-to-back scoreless innings. Great job for Elvis Luciano in his outing there yesterday. Sam Gaviglio and Brock Stewart both gave up runs. Gaviglio's was not earned, but Brock Stewart's was, and then Derek Law, like I said, had us pulling our hair out left and right, but found a way to get the save and get the job done as the Blue Jays hang on to that 11-10 victory over the Baltimore Orioles and win the series. But the Blue Jays, like I said, have a chance to sweep the series this evening. 7:05 first pitch at Camden Yards. Anthony Kay on the mound for the Blue Jays. Gabriel Ynoa on the mound for the Orioles in the finale of the 3-game set. For Anthony Kay, his last outing, he was great for 4 innings, but I think it was 4 innings, then he just caved in against the New York Yankees in the 5th. Tough one for him, but it's going to be great to see. You know what, they actually might go with an opener, actually, in this game, because we heard about Clay Buchholz kind of being the only guy as a starter. So we might see an opener there today for Anthony Kay. But if not, he's getting the start. And I'd love to see him have a great start against the lonely Baltimore Orioles there this evening. And if the Blue Jays can pick up the sweep, that would be incredible and awesome. They would have won 4 straight games. I mean, they'd be feeling fantastic. Let's see how it all plays out, though. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed last night's ball game, because holy smokes, it was entertaining. Smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on everything towards the Blue Jays team. And by the way, Mo Buckets on Twitter, Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. If you have not checked out their Instagram page, please go do so, because they posted quite a few highlights from last night's ball game if you did not catch it. So go do so, guys. Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. Twitter is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, guys. Do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition on Friday night as they take on the Buffalo Sabres in Game 3 of the preseason there at 7 o'clock at Scotiabank Arena. All right, and as for our Blue Jays, like we talked about, they will wrap up the 3-game set against the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards there this evening. 7:05 first pitch. Anthony Kay, Gabriel Ynoa is the expected starting pitchers in the ball game there tonight. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.